Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Yet Another Hardcore. When I last left off, I in fact did start thieving, and I got myself up to 45 thieving. But for now, we're going to actually be picking pineapples. So basically, if you put pineapples in a composter, you will get, what's it called? Super compost instead of just regular compost. And as the name implies, super is better than regular compost. So when I'm doing my farm runs, my herbs and my potatoes and whatnot will be less likely to die. Hopefully I can note them. Yeah, I can note them here. So, I bought them at the charter over there, but I believe I can just pick them from a plant here. Here we go. I just need to avoid the jungle spiders. They're somewhere around here. But yeah, I can go ahead and just pick these pineapples. I'm going to pick these pineapples for quite a while and then just have them for when I do my farm runs, and that'll turn them into super compost. So yeah, see you when I'm done. Alright, so we went ahead and picked ourselves up about 360 pineapples, so let's move on to actually the point of this episode, which is upgrading our cat. What we're going to do is, under the achievement diaries here, we're going to do the Ardone Easy Diaries. If we manage to do all of these tasks, and basically we can do all of them besides the biohazard one, we'll be able to upgrade our cat. So let's get to the tasks. Check what pets I have insured. None. Teleport to the wilderness. Yes, don't show this message again. Alright, and now let's go back. Pray at this altar here. Get teleported by this wizard here. Visit this guy's shop. Alright, do a game of the fishing trawler. Alright, one of the tasks for the already easy diary is to trade in a rusty sword for a random chance at a sword, I think. Trade it into this guy here. Anything we need? Oh, we need 100 coins as well. Get there real quick. But to get this rusty sword, I was just in that ham hideout that we found that silverware in. So I'm going to basically trade in this sword to Tyndall, and he'll give me a random sword in exchange. And it turns out to be an iron sword. Could have been worse. So yeah, the last, I believe that we only have one more. Yep, one more task to do, and that requires the biohazard quest, which requires the Plague City quest. So let's go ahead and prep for that. Alright, we're about to start Plague City, which is probably the start to one of the biggest quest lines in old school RuneScape. But the main idea is this guy's daughter is trapped on the quarantined side of Ardone, and we need to get her out, because that's what you should do when you're quarantined. Get out. So yeah, let's go help his daughter. Alright, so Edmund here, we're breaking into West Ardone to look for his daughter. We need this gas mask so we don't get infected. And yeah, we're going to pry open this grill and go inside. So we're in West Ardone now. We talked to this nice family. Turns out Elena was here, but she got grabbed by some shadowy figures, and I think she's somewhere around here. Alright, we found the house that she was being held in. These mourner guys didn't let us in the first time. we went to the, basically I guess the sheriff or something. We got this warrant and they have to let us in now. Oh, well, we found Elena, and now it's time to go back to her father. Alright, there we go. Quest complete. That gives us 26 mining. Sweet. And now we can complete Biohazard. Another reward was the ability to teleport to Ardone, but we don't have that yet. The magic level for it yet. But let's continue on with Biohazard. Alright, so Biohazard is basically we need to get Elena's equipment back so she can continue investigating the plague. And now we're back in West Ardone. Don't really know why we couldn't just go back to the sewer, but we have to do this elaborate plot where we have to distract the guards with some pigeons. So yeah, now we're back in West Ardone, so let's get back her equipment. Alright, we killed the Mourner and got this distillator. Yeah. Alright, so Elena analyzed the sample of the plague, but the touch paper didn't change color. So we talked to the chemist here, and he suggested that we talk to someone in Varrock about it. However, the guards in Varrock are actually doing their job and monitoring like people coming in with weird chemicals and stuff, so we need to find a way to smuggle them in. So let's do that. Alright, so we went through all the trouble of getting the chemicals that we wanted analyzed smuggled into Varrock, and we talked to Guidor over there, but he turns out there's nothing wrong with Elena's chemical techniques, I guess. There's no plague in West Ardone. Yep, we've uncovered a massive conspiracy by the government. And we're only 45 quest points in. Nice. So we talked to Elena and she's like, go confront the king. So I'm going to just walk up to the king and tell him that he's a part of a massive conspiracy. I'm sure nothing will go wrong doing that. So this is how my character starts a conversation with the king of a nation. I assume you're King Lathis. What absolute cojones? But yeah, let's go ahead and finish this quest. There we go, quest complete. Basically the king was just like, oh, I'm lying to the people to prevent a greater evil from taking power, yada yada yada, don't care. We got 3 quest points, 1,250 XP, and more importantly, we can access this combat training camp, which is the last task of our easy diary. So let's go do that. Alright, there we go. Enter this training camp area, and now we can speak to 2 Pints and get our cape. So now we have our Ardone Cloak 1, which gives us a pretty impressive benefit. And let me show you. What we can do is we can take this cat, use it on the civilian here, and turn it into death runes. Sweet. And yeah, instant upgrade. So now what I'm going to do is head back to Varrock and get a new kitten, raise it, and that will give me a steady supply of death runes. I can also use this to teleport to that monastery where I completed the monk's friend. It's over here, which will be, and I can do that basically an unlimited number of times, so I can get back to Ardone pretty easily. So yeah, death runes, nice. Alright, so for my next endeavor, I'm going to need an anti-dragon fire shield, because I think it's about time I get overhead prayers. They'll help me basically not take any damage from the relevant style, magic, ranged, or melee. Most interested in protect from melee, as a lot of the quest bosses attack with melee, so having prayer basically nullifies a lot of the bosses. And it's just an extra layer of security to make sure that I don't die. So, I lied. I won't be going for overheads or grinding out killing dragons. Instead, I'm gonna go digging up some saltpeter. There's that favor system for Hasidius that I mentioned earlier, and I'd like to get 100% in Hasidius because it's probably the most useful house. You have the Woodcutting Guild, where you can get higher tier axes. Oh, and I could have done a farm run, but I'll leave that for now. There's the Farming Guild, well, there's the Cooking Guild where, not the Cooking Guild, there's the Woodcutting Guild, there's the Farming Guild, where you can actually like farm stuff, as well as there is a range in Hasidius where it makes it a lot harder for you to burn your food. So I'm going to basically get my favor up to 100% and go do that and cook all of the fish that I caught up there. At least I think I'm going to do that. I haven't actually decided, but I've decided that I'm going to get 100%. So see you when I have all the saltpeter that I need. So I went to check how much saltpeter I have in my bank. Turns out I need to get about 200 more. But I figured while I was over here, I would go ahead and do a farm run. I've realized that depending on the flower I plant, it would automatically protect these allotments here. So when I plant a rosemary, it'll protect my cabbages. Alright, and once I close that, that'll start to become super compost. So I won't need to use regular compost anymore. Hey, 12 farming. Alright, and there we go. That's the farm run. Let me note these, drop these, and actually store these here. So yeah, now we're just going to be doing that several hundred more times over and over and over again. But for that we need law runes, which I also still need to come up with a solution for that. And I don't like the current solution that I'm thinking of right now. So yeah, let me get a bit more saltpeter to get that favor. Alright, so we finished making the we combined the saltpeter with the the compost that we bought. And if we talk to this clerk lady, we can donate the fertilizer directly from the bank. And we maxed out our Hasidius favor, so that means we can do things like the Woodcutting Guild when we get 60 woodcutting, and the Farming Guild once we get 45 farming, and a tithe farm and some other stuff. But yeah. Oh, I was curious, my cat wants some attention. Where's my cat? Oh, internet. Alright, talk to Dr. Jekyll. I don't have any to give me half a strength pot. There we go. Okay, so I think I'll end off this episode of Yet Another Hardcore. I'll probably go woodcutting, I guess. Or like 60 woodcutting so I can get into the Woodcutting Guild. I believe that's the requirement. Of course it doesn't show it here, but yeah, I'm pretty sure 60 woodcutting is the requirement for the Woodcutting Guild. So, that's it for this episode. See you guys next time.